All right, guys, what's up? We're here today at Jack's Beach with my good buddy Reek,
What's going on, y'all?
the OG. He's been here since I actually ever started, to be honest, as a business.
I started, actually.
From all trading days, and now we're in the sports
Yes, sir.
industry. So, catch me up, Reek. How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. I've been really good. I got a son now, as you know. Shout out to my boy Maverick. Life.
Yeah.
Life, bro. You helped me create life.
Yeah.
And we here, man. We can talk about it today.
So let's talk about our, I guess, most recent accomplishment. It was your vision
Yes, sir.
for creating a social media for a school you guys transferred to, which was Atlantic Coast. And
Sir.
where did that vision, why did you want to create that vision for those athletes or for that program in general?
Yeah, man. That's a good question, AJ. I mean, it made me happy thinking about it because it's what we didn't have, bro. And like I tell all the other coaches, like we all know we grew up in a time of, I would say, being real dogs. But if you weren't that guy or one of the top guys in the nation, you wouldn't get the limelight. You wouldn't get the videos or the commercials or the pictures, even though we knew a lot of great players coming out of Jacksonville alone, it wasn't as highlighted as it could be for some of those players. And, I feel like that's why some of those guys strayed down the wrong path. So it was just more of giving the young guys who we now have direct impact to, something that we didn't have, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good to see him look good, man. Like Deion say, you look good, you feel good, you play good, man. And
Yes, sir.
that was motivation as well. Like even, inspiration with you going to Colorado, me seeing you being in direct contact with Deion. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, this is, Deion got a vision for a program and he's creating it. Why can't we do the same?
Right.
And, even you helping me with media, just creating my vision of what I wanted myself to, be perceived as. Like, even with the day trading days when we were just talking and teaching, like how you recorded our sessions, and even now in the football, like how you record me as a coach. Like, you want to highlight people. You want to make them look good. So that's what it is, man. I want to make the Jets look good, man. Look at that.
Yeah, it was a fun year, man.
Yes.
And we
That's
brought,
right.
it's expanded into a whole team, and we're all doing our own thing, but we all still
Yes,
got
sir.
love with each other and helping each other out. I mean, we can mention Chris.
Shout out to
Chris?
my boy Chris, man.
Yeah.
Man. 1,000 million words for my boy Chris, man. Shout out.
Chris
to
0 to 100.
Fast, quick.
In the last maybe 6 months, actually,
Nah, seriously. And
excelled.
that's what I say. Like, even for us, that's the goal and idea of the group. Like, even when I said, hey, let us bring together like these group of guys that we all love to do the same thing, but that I wanted to invest into little Chris. I remember talking to you, and I said, hey, AJ, I want you to be more the director of the group, to help me out with more things, but just to invest in little Chris as well. You, Julius, Kevin, Dylan, Bobby, Romy, like just all y'all investing in him, the stuff that we didn't know at that time. Give him that knowledge or that experience so that he don't got to make those same mistakes. Because, bro, trust, if we had what little Chris had when we was our age, bro.
You see his recent video? I'm going to plug it in.
Bro,
see his
Chris,
recent?
bro, hey, listen, I ain't going to go crazy, but shout out to that boy Chris, man. I'm proud of you, boy. Like, and that's it. Like, I don't like to take credit for it, but, even just being able to get him in those rooms, he knew what to do.
Right.
And that's the first thing that I told him. I say, like, even with you being around us, you're going to get into some rooms because you're already gifted, you're already skilled, you're talented. People going to find you. It's just me pushing you out there. You know what I mean? You're going to be great regardless. But when you get in those rooms, know how to move and operate. And boy, when I tell you, he done took the city over by storm, bro. Like, it's, bro. And
He has, yeah.
Bro, and 16. Now, what, 17 now? Like, just turned 17.
Yeah.
So
He's living something that I wish I had when I was in high school. I've had this camera since I was in middle school, or I've had this interest since I was in middle school, and seeing him excel and do well, it's made me happy I know it's made Reek happy, it's made the guys happy, and we just wish the best. And he's a lot more busy now.
Right. You don't even call me no more, bro. You don't text me no more. You don't even watch my stories no more, bro. I'm like, I said this, I'm like, dang, look, Chris, I feel some type of way. I'm like, I ain't talking to you, but it's all love because he really grinding. And let's understand, like, the age difference as well. Like, bro is 16.
Yeah.
Like, 16.
We're double his age.
Come on, man. And
almost double.
If y'all know him, support him, show him love regardless, because he deserves every ounce of it. And the family shows love as well. Like,
yeah, we can, like, touch up on, like, if you do have an opportunity and you really want it, it takes, two halves. Like, Reek was pushing him to these rooms, these opportunities, and Chris capitalized with his knowledge, his skill, and then he sent us stuff, and
he took critique and criticism well.
Yeah, I always bash on him with audio, but his audio is, like, perfect now. And he has a minimal setup now. Like, I gave him my old backpack.
Right.
Dylan gave him his old camera, which was my old camera.
Yes, sir.
And, just pass him down stuff. And, I mean, that's what it takes to build a community. That's just one example. You can use Dylan as another example. He's slowly maturing and growing into the person he's trying to be. And, I mean, you can compare them two, but you can't really, because there's different lives. But you can see, like, Dylan's type of lifestyle and then Chris's lifestyle. And you can take two different results, but still, like, Dylan's getting these opportunities and Chris is, and, we all are. And it's just,
bro,
having someone, push you.
No, seriously. And that's just even in that same mindset. I remember when I first met Dylan, he was so shy, bro. Like, bro, Dylan's 6'8". Understand, Dylan tall as hell. He ain't really 6'8", but Dylan 6'8", 215, 220, bigger than me, shy and softer than a piece of cotton. I love him to death. He's softer than a piece of cotton. I love.
Yeah.
But it's just the genuine love in nature, bro. He used to down himself, like, just off of his skill and his, man, bro. Understand, half the stuff that we create is some of the greatest piece of material I've ever seen in my life. And what we continue to create, it beats, listen, I'm not even going to talk crazy because we know how great we are, but it was Dylan not seeing how great he was. Like, bro, and the growth now, bro, I love it, man. You can see it. Him and little Chris, they growing to, like, areas that I never even would have thought about, like, genuinely. And it's crazy, man.
Yeah, we got to give credit to, like, where Julius and Kevin, like, they were my OGs when I first started.
Julius is famous now. He does it. He be hanging with Logan Paul and those guys, driving Lamborghinis and flying helicopters.
If you follow him on social media, you don't see a celebrity.
All right, you follow Julius, you're gonna see a celebrity. You might see Lil Yachty. You never know.
We ain't gonna talk about my stories with them, but if you know me and Julius, we know we got some stories.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, like, now with Bobby just is our recent guy, and he's just. Man, he's
Bobby's cash money record.
Yeah.
Cash money record.
He's our sugar daddy, but
bro, I don't want a sugar daddy. Bro, Bobby has like a $20,000 camera setup.
Oh yeah.
Bro, but it's
within the past month.
Within the past month now, and still learning. And like even that, even Bobby has inspired me to really just, get more gear for I had a basic setup literally through my entire career. Like the stuff that I've created so far has genuinely been a basic setup.
Yeah.
And like me looking at Bobby and seeing him really invest into his craft so that he can grow, the growth that I've seen within, I've probably known Bobby like less than a year, maybe almost 2 years now.
Yep.
And it's crazy. I always make fun of, not make fun of him, but pick on him because he spent so much money on his equipment. But like when you see the final product, I understand why. Like, and when we say having a media company and have the idea of having a media company, what I had the idea of was basic. It's heck.
Yeah.
It's basic. You feel me? Like, and Bobby inspired me, like, to really invest into myself. So, me just getting the drone. I shout out to my boy Kev for even helping me out get a drone. Like, that investing into yourself, because it's the idea that we have, even for real estate, for the football team, just for lifestyle. So,
it goes to show, like, gear doesn't matter, but it does matter to a certain extent. And he's a living testimonial because he's edited with me, and he used to edit on CapCut, but I made him switch to Adobe, and and like opened his eyes to like how much possibilities he can do with his vision. And you know, he geeks out over it. He's excited over it.
Right, because it's me on my phone. Like that's what I was editing off of. So now it's, you know, of a editing software, a more editing computer, and you know, the programs. And I just cut it up.
Yeah, you don't really need all the fancy stuff. You can start with your phone. Dylan started on his phone. I'm sure Chris started on his phone. We all started on our phone.
Me.
And like, and like even my friend Aaron Berkshire, he in the NFL LCC program, they're making them use their phones now on top of their expensive equipment. So like, if anyone just comes up to you, say, "Where do I start?" You got someone laughing at
you
it.
Laughing at us? I'm like, where is he at? Hey, come here, bro. Come holler at me.
But yeah, if you don't know where to start, you start with your phone.
Right.
And that's probably the cheapest thing you can do because you have it every day. You probably get upgrades every 2 years with your parents or whoever.
Facts.
And that's exactly where you can start. Now, even with the newest phones, it shoots in a log footage, which is a flat color grade footage, and that's like a step forward into this industry. But
that's all you need now is really, I mean, as a starter, as a phone, as a good quality phone.
Yeah, and it's not only what you need to have, it's who you need to be around. And if you're...
Talk about it, AJ.
Yeah, and if you're shy, like we gave examples, like Dylan, Bobby's even shy. Mm-hmm. I know people have like social anxiety. I was shy. He can tell you. And you just got to put yourself in more uncomfortable situations where you take more risk, you know, call out every work, call out sick.
Come on.
I don't know, do something.
Come on, now talk to me, AJ, because who told you that, man?
Do something.
And even in that same mindset, like that's networking, you know, having people around you who can bring that out of you. Like I used to be shy. I wasn't always, you know, as confident as I am on the camera, you know, it comes to sports as well and media training, but it wasn't always that, you know.
And I think it's super important because where we both are today is, you know, the big word of networking. It's so broad. People are like, how did you get where you are today? The most important thing is networking. It's like, okay, what does that mean? It's just put yourself in uncomfortable situations, make friends that make sense to you and your values, and, you know, still make friends that you aren't friends are today. But that's the only way you can personally grow your brand and your industry, your niche. And whether if it's, you know, media stuff or drawings, business, or even like, you know, cooking or anything, like you have to reach out to other, you know, chefs, restaurants and stuff like that. It's a whole growing pain, to be honest. It's something no one really teaches you, but it's, if you love it, it'll take you to places that you'll never ever think you'll meet.
For sure. And understand what growing pains are. It's the same principle of growing pains. Like even when you're a child and you're growing teeth, my son is growing his teeth now. So that's a pain, you know, but later on in life, he's going to be able to chew up some food. So it's going to help him out. And it's the same thing with like networking and getting yourself uncomfortable. You know, some days you may feel like, hey, I don't want to talk to people. Or it may be a time in your life where you say, hey, I'm not able to talk to people. But you learning and, you know, becoming uncomfortable and stepping out to say, hey, my name is so-and-so, that's networking. You know, that's essentially you just speaking, you know. And sometimes, as I said, even with you, how we even came to be, it was Ray, you know, and just shout out to my boy Ray. But, you know, that's networking and the great things that we created from that one interaction of me saying, oh, you know, what's up, AJ? Hey, Rick, you know, and you coming out shooting content for me, and we grew that relationship. And you never know. That's why it's so important just to sometimes just say, hey, you know, get uncomfortable with, you know, just being in your cell and talking to other people, because you never know what can come out of it.
Yeah, and like when we met each other, we both had, you know, full-time jobs. I was a server when we first met, then went to corporate, and obviously the time to these jobs will, you know, take up most of your day, but when you have that urge of a cool opportunity that's coming up, you have to make adjustments, those sacrifices, and it may be, you know, it may be controversial for your whatchamacallit, morals or anything like that. But if it makes sense to you, it may benefit you, you know, down the line. Maybe, and it may not be like super quick, like how we are today,
instant gratification
Yeah.
really ruined a lot of society because
Yeah.
even that same mindset, people like it's that like place of security.
Yeah.
People may think that, hey, I gotta have a job so I can have security or whatnot, but it's more of saying, hey, can you see yourself working for this company
Yep.
20, 30 years, or do you want to just take a leap of faith and invest into yourself?
Yeah,
You know?
something I realized, I do video journals, but when I was doing those video journals, I recently went full time, and I thought I was, a hot shot, and then I got a little comfortable after in hindsight, and now I'm at a place to where it's like, what's next kind of thing.
Right.
And it's firing, something inside of me just to get more stuff out there. Exactly why we're here today. We just hit up each other in the group chat, and we're just coming out.
Definitely.
And it's the whole topic of like security. It's nothing will last forever, whether you are working full time at a really good job or you have a couple clients that are super successful. You got to keep doing. If it's not what you want to do for like 30, 40 years, then you got to keep doing your own thing. And I just came to that realization, and you're not going to get it tomorrow or next month, but as long as you build it over time and meet the right people, get these opportunities that do make sense to you, then something may come out of it, but something may not. You never know. But you also got to take a chance on yourself. Like
Take a chance on yourself,
Yeah.
man, and it's even to that. Like it's more of helping yourself structure. If it's something that you find that you're passionate about, and this is what I tell you all the time, AJ. With us, we just have to structure it properly. As far as a business, and that's what we have done. It was a passion. It was a skill we had. We can take pictures. We can take good pictures at first. And then we moved into videography. And now it's more of creating a business from it, an entire media company from our friends.
Yep.
And that's what it is. If it's something that you don't feel like you can, not making fun of people flipping burgers, but if you don't feel like you can be flipping burgers for 30 years and you're passionate about making cakes, find a way to monetize you making cakes. Go out and knock on your local businesses and ask them, hey, are there any events where you may want to use cakes? Because understand, cakes are being bought every single day in America. How can you insert yourself into that matrix or that algorithm? And it's networking, getting yourself uncomfortable, going out and shaking these people's hands. And, that's essentially what, me coming into AJ's life, I've helped him with, and he's excelled with, going out and talking to people and networking and making clients, signing contracts, traveling the world. This man has been traveling all up and down the United States. All the people I met. And it's like, bro, I want to go travel. You feel me? But it's good to see. It's good to see him because he's like, the content that he sends us, the videos, the pictures, it's like I'm living through AJ. And you have to be happy for him because it's a resource that I gave him that he's utilizing, that the beauty of life is showing through it. Like, this is God's grace. And just even us out here talking, like, I wish y'all can see, like, what's behind the camera. Like, it's just the waves. Like, we at Jackson Beach.
Yep.
The waves, the water looked good today. Y'all know Jackson Beach. It looked like coffee water in the water. It looked really good today. And
we should just slow down a little bit and just recognize, accomplishments. Like,
for sure.
Like for you, like in the past year, what are some major, I know we've mentioned about AC, but like what are some other major accomplishments?
Man, bro, I've been able to connect directly with a general contractor here, through my good friend Jacoby Moss. We have 20 homes getting built.
Nice.
20 homes, bro, getting built here in Jacksonville, affordable homes at that. So it's not like, the average rental price in Jacksonville or even owning a home is probably like $300,000 to $500,000.
Yep.
Okay. And that's having a nice looking home.
Yeah.
With what Moss is doing, he's making affordable homes for people, like everyday people, like, people who are renting apartments who may want a home, may want to understand the process of getting home. We're not putting y'all in a position to do so because he's using his position. So, got 20 homes getting built, man. It's crazy because I just signed 2 more marketing contracts. So I'm taking over 2 marketing gigs, man, to help these businesses grow. And it's just from people just seeing me, just seeing what we've been doing, honestly.
You big interviews, bro.
Yeah, nah, seriously, that's what it is. Like, and a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people do it, but it's like even within Jacksonville, within my area, what I love to do is it's more of highlighting that. you know, and that's where the support coming from. It's the people who liking what I do, who, you know, who it resonates with, and who understands the vision. Like, it's being able to teach people through me, through what we do, like literally, so that we can show little kids like little Chris and the football players, and then whoever else is going to be the next business, you know, they're going to be the sports agents. That's going to be next, you know, and helping kids with NIL deals. So, you know, to God's will, man, you know.
Yeah, speaking of, like, inspiring young athletes, Rico.
Oh, shout out to my boy Rico, man.
Rico just picked up a camera.
I seen that. But shout out to you, Rico.
Yeah.
And shout out to, you know, your pops and all them for supporting y'all as well. Like, I seen y'all little video, y'all was talking to Rico, and, you know, just...
it was a whole, like, 5-minute thing.
Yeah.
I didn't post it yet, but we posted a small snippet.
A little snippet, I seen that, yeah. But even stuff like that, like, that's the inspiration of even going back to AC. Like, you know, I don't expect for us to be an AC for the rest of our career, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's also being able to create a foundation there that can also be, you know, implemented elsewhere, but creating a foundation there so that the youth that continue to keep coming through Atlantic Coast, they can keep mimicking that, so they can keep that idea or that AC image that we created there, you know, and have that mimic throughout of Jacksonville, you know.
Of course.
Jackson. I say not Terra Park, but Jackson, First Coast, you know, Inglewood, Wolfson, you know, everybody, Rains, everybody, Fletcher. I can't believe we had y'all know the fuck going on, man.
Yeah.
Fletcher Beach, we had the beach, man. Y'all know the fuck. Senators all day, man. Y'all know, hey. All right, now I ain't gonna talk too much about that because he ain't close right now. But hey, man, listen, light, man.
Yeah,
you feel me? That's what it is, man. And
so what
here?
Let's try back to your accomplishments.
So
besides that,
so I would say we have the 20 homes being built here. Yeah. We have the marketing. You know, I got my son. I don't know if we necessarily spoke on that aspect, but young man, being a dad and being an entrepreneur, I would say, is always learning. It's a constant learning lesson, bro.
Yeah.
Just because it's things that I would essentially do for myself. It's more of thinking of Maverick in the same mind.
Right.
Of like, okay, one is making a decision like, okay, I can't do this. I can't do this again. I can't do this. But more of me taking chances to say, okay, hey, this could be possibly something that could help me set up his life. You know, I don't know. And it really helped me become even more of a dog. I ain't gonna lie. I always used to tell myself when I was younger, you know, growing up, you know, as an age, I hope that me getting a child wouldn't make me grind more. You know, I just always wanted to grind for myself, like, you know, to always have that push. But I promise you, it's a whole different feeling grinding for somebody else, being able to be out all day long. And I understand it now. You can be out all day long working, like in the field. I can look at my phone. He's my screensaver. I can look at my phone and look at him and be happy as hell to go home and see him, you know? Yeah. And I genuinely, and that shit is crazy though, but yeah, that's my dog, man. You know, that's my dog.
Nice, man. That's good. Yeah. Man. we all grew a lot actually in 2023. It's more of like I started the media team and doing all this accomplishments, and now it's more of last year was more ideas and building. This year, I guess the theme could be just like executing and just securing stuff and building, I guess, the next layer of like foundation.
That's what it is. We built the foundation. You know, we built the idea. We built the image. Now it's being able to move and shake within the field. Like everybody sees what we're doing. Okay, now what? You know, and it's now the transition of solidifying everything, you know. Yeah. And you know, securing the mindset as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I reflect on my life all the time. Like, I travel a lot, and I'm on these trips alone a lot, so I'm just thinking a lot about the future. But just reflecting on last year, I've done a lot, and I'm like really blessed to be where I am, blessed to have the people around me, and it's just crazy, to be honest. Like, even this shirt, I was just telling him I got this from the locker room from a player. Yeah. So I was just like, oh man, I didn't think I would be here.
That's right. So let me ask you something, AJ, since we on the question of asking people questions, since you want to ask me all these questions.
Yeah.
So even for you, like, to start this, you know, I know, what was this, day 13?
Today will be day 13 of my
Yes, sir.
road to 10K. This is a
Road to
random,
10K.
it's an arbitrary number, but it's just a random number for me.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, what helped, like, what inspired you to do this? Like, I've noticed it.
So, again, I felt like I was a little too comfortable the past 6 months. I would say I've been successful the past 6 months so far in my career, which I'm grateful for. But there comes to a point in life to where you have to double down and truly dig deep on why you actually did it. I'd be really busy with like clientele work and all that stuff, and I am grateful to be busy to do it full time, but I wasn't scratching my itch deep down of why I actually started it, which was to connect with people, tell stories, create blogs, documentaries, and all that stuff. And there's a lot of stuff that people haven't seen or haven't posted over the past few years because I've been really busy either with a full-time job or full-time freelancing. So it's now I'm at a point to where I am doubling down, but I am also pushing myself to push my creativity, push my networking, and you know, I'll be turning 28, and I just want to do more. Like, I want to travel more. I want to meet more, you know, creators and learn from them, and I want to inspire, you know, everybody else. And everyone's told me I've inspired. I have this leadership role. Well, my girlfriend told me, and
I told you all the time as well.
Yeah, my girlfriend Anna told me. And
shout out to the girlfriend. I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I love
it's
you.
Elena. It's okay.
I love her to death. She knows that. I hope she does. I love you.
Yeah. So it's you know, it's one of those things where you hear a bunch of times it's just for the right person, the right time to actually resonate with you.
Mm-hmm.
And at that time it did. And so I guess unintentionally I am that leadership role, and I don't want it to be, but here I am now. And it's cool helping people, and you know, I'm always offering my knowledge, my services, and it's really fulfilling. So I'm trying to do that more in front of the camera and posting it nonchalantly. But
yes, sir.
On the way to, you know, 10K, it's like it's a random number, but it's definitely an attainable number. But as we get there, just to build a community, to where, you know, we can just go out, record, or I can go to Orlando. I know a few people in Orlando that record. There's this travel filmmaker that was here in Tampa. I asked him to meet up, and he's really busy, but I even asked him. I was willing to drive 3 hours just to meet up with him and chop it up. And it's just, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just connecting with people on the internet, and it's, you know.
See, I heard my boy, man. If y'all in Jacksonville or the surrounding areas, y'all know what the fuck going on, come holler at my boy, because we trying to make some content and make Florida and any surrounding area grow.
Yeah,
so that everybody know where we at.
Everyone goes to LA, SoCal, just to meet with other creators and stuff. Like,
let's do that here in Florida.
Yeah,
Northeast Jacksonville.
Yeah, Northeast Florida. You know,
we got beaches, we got cities.
We got stereotypes, but everywhere got
stereotypes. Fuck that. But you know, hey, we here. Yeah. We got sand. We got air. Air's good, right?
Yeah.
Looking at.
So like, yeah, that whole goal is just random, to be honest. But just to be more consistent, just having more challenge and build a community, really.
Yes, sir.
It's something that's fun to always do, but it's also pushing me to be more creative. And instead of just like highlight videos, recap videos, just be in front of the camera, because I've always heard that that's the only way you can stand out, because no one can be you, you know? Everyone can have the same edit style. Everybody can have the same photos of the same mountain or the same beach.
Yep.
But if you're in front of the camera, like, no one can.
Hey, man, y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Ain't only one big bent, man. We in this bitch. It's only one AJ. Hey, I don't want to hear that. All right. It's only one of me. Only one of he. Only one of we.
Yeah, man.
You feel me? Turn me up, AJ. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you guys see us anywhere, hit us up in a DM, say hi, and
come on, man.
You know, we could chop it up right then and there. Like, I know it's probably intimidating to see people with cameras, or probably scared to walk up to somebody new, but we're here to connect. I know I just try to get that human connection back, and try to get the, you know, the vlogs coming back.
Hey, y'all can't make this, man. So
no.
Hey, this is what we here for. This is what we here for. Yes, sir.
All right, bro. We're signing off.
Hey, man, we'll see y'all next time. We out. Peace out, A-Town.
Kevin, we didn't have our shirts off, by the way.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, Kevin, you know what?